So we've been doing a bunch of excavator work here at the house because, as you'll see in just a few moments, the ground had the topsoil had grown, like you call it biomass. It keeps accumulating every year, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, and the level of the soil keeps growing to the point where it's not manageable for an historical property, and you have to dig it up again and get it back to the level where it was. And the question that you might get then is, okay, well, how do you know how deep to dig? How do you know how much soil to remove? In our case, it was pretty easy, and in most cases actually easy, is you dig until you find some remains of what was there before. In our case, it was a brick walkway that was there, that was put in when the house was built, or maybe after the house was built, but it's an historical marker that shows us how far down we need to go, or how far down the soil was before it started accumulating every year after the house went into disrepair and didn't get the attention it needed. So let me show you. So we've been digging some stuff here, doing a bit of terracing work under the walnut tree because we want to have an outside area there, sort of like a patio, but rustic. So we're just going to plant grass underneath the walnut tree, and we're going to have, oak tables and benches where we can eat. We've been doing a bit of digging here, and what we found are the remains of a brick walkway. And I'll show it to you in just a second. So this would be the house right there, and you see the brick walkway right here. Now granted, some mud has washed up on it since we dug it up, but it used to come from the house. You can sort of see the remains. There's that left edge, there's the right edge right there, and it came this way. See it right here? Came this way and went toward the fortified church in some direction. I'm not exactly sure where or how it went, but since this is not an archaeological dig, we're just trying to, this is a construction site, so there's some brick here and there's some brick there, so it's possible that the path went up this way, and in the 170, 160 years since the house was built, all of this topsoil sort of came down off the hill slowly over time and filled in the place so that you can't tell anymore where this was. We're going to try to dig it up as carefully as we can, but obviously the brick is rubble now, and we're just going to need to rebuild this new with, but we're going to try to find old brick, so it looks the same, not factory-made brick, handmade brick. To rebuild it at some point. Or we may just put cobblestone here, that's fine too, like granite cobblestone. Right, and we can see here there was a structure here, a brick structure, maybe perhaps a staircase that went up the hill. I understand from the family of the last priest that lived in the parochial house that was an area where they held lunches in the summers, so they ate out there. And that would have been the Sommerküche, so the summer kitchen there. Right, so that's how you know how far down to dig, you see. This is where the brick walkway was. You can see it right here. You can even see its outline very clearly here. It's going this way. It's going toward the Sommerküche, and it's also turning here to go down the hill. You see, you can see it very clearly right here, the remains of it. And it's going down the hill. Of course, this is part of the soil that we removed in order to get to this and actually know what level we were at. And so this is a very clear historical marker of what was and the level of the ground that existed there before it went into disrepair. So thanks for watching. See you next time.